Hello Immortal News family, and welcome back to our channel. In the last 24 hours, we have received the somber news of the passing of extraordinary talents, and today's episode is dedicated to honoring their memory. Before we start, we kindly ask for your support. If this video or the legacies of these remarkable individuals have touched your life, please consider giving this video a thumbs up as a sign of respect and remembrance. Thank you. Number 6. Her performances never screamed for attention. They quietly demanded respect. Lorna Raver, whose work spanned theater, television, film, and audio dramas, passed away peacefully at the age of 81. She left behind a legacy built on precision, grace, and unforgettable characters. Born in Pennsylvania, Lorna found her voice on stage early on. Her passion led her from the Hedgerow Theater near Philadelphia to the heart of New York City's off-Broadway scene. She went on to build an award-winning stage career in Chicago and Los Angeles, turning heads with roles in plays like The Seagull, Oedipus Rex, and The Women. While many knew her as the terrifying Mrs. Ganesh in Sam Raimi's cult favorite Drag Me to Hell, Lorna's range went far beyond horror. She brought depth and soul to every role, from her work on The Young and the Restless to memorable guest appearances in Gilmore Girls, Boston Legal, Grey's Anatomy, and Star Trek: Voyager. Behind the scenes, her voice captivated listeners through audiobooks and radio drama, earning her recognition as more than just a screen presence. She was a true storyteller. In her personal life, Lorna shared 25 years with her partner Yuri Rosovsky, a prominent force in radio drama. Those who knew her spoke of her intelligence, warmth, and unwavering commitment to the craft. Actress and friend Kate Mulgrew said, "Lorna had that rare blend of elegance and fire. You couldn't look away." Her death, following a brief illness, has left a space that can't easily be filled. But her influence remains in every performance she's given and in every heart she touched. Her family, friends, and many admirers continue to celebrate the life she lived and the art she shared so generously. Tributes to Lorna Raver. Number 5. She had an eye for the future and a heart rooted in art. That's how one of Christophe de Menil's longtime collaborators remembered her, an unforgettable creative force who helped shape the cultural world with elegance, passion, and courage. Christophe de Menil passed away in July at the age of 92, leaving behind an extraordinary legacy that touched every corner of the artistic spectrum. Born into a family known for its deep devotion to modern art and civil rights, Christophe forged her own place in those same arenas with bold curiosity and unmistakable style. Raised in Paris and New York, she grew up surrounded by art legends, both on the walls and around the dinner table. But it was her personal path as a designer and patron that truly made her shine. Her marine-inspired jewelry, including her iconic lobster motifs, displayed her playful creativity. She also designed elegant wool crepe jumpsuits and worked closely with contemporary artists and fashion pioneers. Christophe played a vital role in growing the Menil family legacy. She was a bridge, connecting emerging voices with established institutions and helping to bring artists like Robert Rauschenberg into the family fold. Her life was one of connection, where ideas, people, and art formed a powerful network driven by values. Beyond the galleries and ateliers, she was a fierce supporter of human rights and cultural progress. Her advocacy, often behind the scenes, gave wings to projects and people who otherwise might have remained unseen. She mentored, encouraged, and helped build a creative community that spans generations. Even in her later years, Christophe remained a spirited figure in the arts. Her presence brought warmth and insight to every gathering, every studio visit, every conversation. Friends remember her as witty, fearless, and gracious. She passed from natural causes, surrounded by love and respect. She is survived by her children and grandchildren, including writer and actress Caroline Snow, photographer Max Snow, and the late artist Snow. The art world has lost one of its most passionate champions. Her imagination and generosity will live on in the work she supported and the lives she changed. Tributes to Christophe de Menil. Number 4. It started off as a streak, went into a quest, and now, it's some sort of mission. That's how Dale Webster once described his legendary surfing journey. For over 40 years he entered the cold waters of Bodega Bay every single day, 14,741 days in a row. He caught at least 3 waves each day, through storms, illness, and even heartbreak. That kind of devotion is almost unheard of. But Dale didn't live like most people. Affectionately known around the world as the Daily Wavester, Dale passed away in August 2025 at the age of 76. He died peacefully, following a series of health complications. Born in Alhambra and drawn to the ocean in the 1960s, Dale found his lifelong rhythm in the waves. In 1975, what began as a personal challenge became a daily ritual that spanned 4 decades. He surfed through snow, missed holidays, and gave up many things most people take for granted, all to keep his promise to the sea. His streak, honored by Guinness World Records, included a staggering 43,923 waves. But Dale wasn't chasing fame. He was living with a deep, quiet purpose. A school custodian by trade, his life was humble, but his grit was nothing short of epic. In the surf documentary Step Into Liquid, Dale said his mission was to ride it until the end and try to find out the meaning of it all. Those who knew him say he came pretty close. William Billy Beale, a longtime friend, shared, "He was a surfer, that was his main thing. That was his life ambition. I don't think he ever second-guessed it." Dale's story inspired surfers everywhere, and anyone who has ever felt a calling they can't explain. He taught us that devotion isn't always loud. Sometimes it's just showing up, every single day. He is survived by his daughter and close family, who continue to honor his wish for a private life even after his passing. The ocean feels quieter now, but Dale's legacy rolls on with every breaking wave and every board waxed at sunrise. Tributes to Dale Webster. Number 3. It's not about the stories we tell, but about the truths we dare to uncover. Those who worked beside David Mazzarella knew this wasn't just a belief, it was a way of life. David passed away peacefully at the age of 87. His impact spans decades, shaped by a fearless dedication to journalism and the pursuit of truth. Over 45 years, he earned a reputation as a bold and driven editor. Best known for transforming USA Today's editorial direction, David moved the paper beyond bright visuals and into hard-hitting investigations. Under his leadership, USA Today tackled stories that mattered: public safety, social justice, and health crises that made front pages and waves around the country. He wasn't afraid to take risks. As editor-in-chief, he gave reporters the support and space to go deeper, to ask harder questions. His tenure brought record-breaking readership and earned widespread respect throughout the newsroom. David's passion didn't end with retirement. At Stars and Stripes, he became a fierce advocate for independent military reporting. His belief in the power of free press, even within the ranks, was unwavering. He stood firm for First Amendment rights when it mattered most. Born in New Jersey and a graduate of Rutgers, his career started as an Associated Press reporter and grew into leadership across 4 daily newspapers. He was known affectionately as Maz, and seen as a mentor by many young journalists coming up in the field. Outside of work, David cherished family life. He found joy in cooking, writing, and honoring his roots. He even published a memoir and cookbook inspired by his mother's life story. He is survived by his wife, Christine Wells, 3 daughters, Laura, Julie, and Liliana, and 2 grandchildren, whose lives will forever be guided by his wisdom and love. Following his passing, Max Lederer of Stars and Stripes shared, "His lasting legacy will be felt for decades to come, and his absence is deeply felt." Though he died after a brief illness, David Mazzarella's life was full of courage, clarity, and conviction. Tributes to David Mazzarella. Number 2, a tireless ambassador for culture and inclusion. These words from Mayor Anne Hidalgo capture the essence of Jacques Martial's lifelong commitment, not only to the arts but to the people. With a presence both powerful and warm, Jacques made his mark by connecting with others. To friends, he was grounded. To the public, he was inspiring. To fellow artists, he was a guiding light. Best known to millions for his role as Bain-Marie in the beloved crime series Navarro, Jacques became a familiar face on French television. His calm authority and emotional depth turned supporting roles into unforgettable moments. On the big screen, he brought energy and conviction to films like Le Maître d'école, Street of No Return, and Belphégor, Le Fantôme du Louvre. He also lent his strong, reassuring voice to international stars such as Denzel Washington and Wesley Snipes, bridging languages and cultures for generations of French viewers. Offstage, Jacques was a leader. From heading La Villette's cultural complex to presiding over the powerful Mémorial Acti, he always placed community, memory, and heritage at the heart of his work. Elected to the Paris City Council in 2020 and later appointed deputy mayor in charge of overseas territories, he brought compassion and depth to public service. His achievements were recognized with some of France's highest honors, including the Légion d'honneur and Officier des Arts et des Lettres. Yet, those who knew him remember his warmth first, his kindness, his ability to listen. At 70, Jacques Martial passed away after a long illness. His family, including his brother Jean-Michel, mourns a man whose life was defined by purpose and heart. His loss resonates beyond the screen and the stage. He gave voice to others, opened doors, and raised the standard for what it means to serve culture with dignity. France has lost a remarkable artist, leader, and friend. His legacy shines in every role he played, every cause he championed, and in the lives he touched. Tributes to Jacques Martial. What's trending on the internet? News 1. What a powerful legacy Derek Robinson leaves behind. The former Iowa Hawkeye football standout who passed away in San Diego at the age of 43 is fondly remembered by friends, teammates, and fans alike. Born in Minneapolis, Derek first made his mark at the University of Iowa, playing defensive end from 2001 to 2004. During his time with the Hawkeyes, he helped secure 2 Big Ten titles and was celebrated for his leadership both on and off the field. After college, Derek's determination carried him to the NFL, playing for teams like the San Diego Chargers, Miami Dolphins, and Cleveland Browns. But for many in the Iowa community, he stood out just as much for his uplifting words and positive spirit. Serving as honorary captain in 2016 and inspiring players to never give up, no matter the odds. Though he may be gone far too soon, Derek Robinson's powerful example of resilience and leadership will long be cherished by everyone who had the privilege to watch him play or hear his words. His story is a reminder that true impact comes not just from great achievements, but from the kindness and strength we share with others. News 2. It's a story that touches the hearts of many. 27-year-old Cole Henderson, an adventurous American living in the Netherlands, set out for a solo hike last month in the breathtaking Ordeza y Monte Perdido National Park, high in the Spanish Pyrenees. Cole parked his car in the charming town of Torla and ventured off to explore Monte Perdido, embracing the spirit of discovery and the beauty of nature. When he didn't return as planned and missed his flight home, friends and family anxiously reported him missing. Nearly a month later, rescue teams discovered Cole in a remote mountain area, reminding us all of both the wonder and unpredictability of the great outdoors. As we remember Cole, let's honor his adventurous spirit and cherish the loved ones who support our journeys, no matter where life's trails may lead. News 3. Sometimes the strength of a family's love shines brightest through life's most challenging moments. In Patterson, California, the close-knit Ramirez family experienced a heartbreaking tragedy after a devastating car crash sent 15-year-old Aaron Ramirez and his father, 55-year-old Raul Ramirez, into a local aqueduct. As the community came together to search and hope for Aaron's safe return, the family's courage and unity touched many hearts. Aaron was ultimately found by a family member just a couple of miles from the crash site, a gentle reminder of the bonds that hold loved ones close, even in sorrow. Though their loss is immeasurable, the Ramirez family's story has inspired renewed compassion throughout Patterson and beyond. Today, both Aaron and Raul will be remembered for the love they shared and the way their community rallied to honor them. Let's hold their memory close and reach out to those we care about a little more in their honor. News 4. It's been 3 years since the tragedy at Robb Elementary School in Uvalde, Texas, and this week, the local community is seeing long-awaited answers. Newly released body camera footage and thousands of documents offer a deeper look at that heartbreaking day in May 2022, when an 18-year-old gunman took the lives of 19 students and 2 teachers. The video shares the voices of desperate parents outside the school, pleading with officers to rush in and save their children. A raw reminder of the chaos and confusion that gripped everyone. This release comes after a lengthy legal battle, reflecting the determination of grieving families who sought transparency and accountability. While much of the footage is difficult to watch, it stands as a powerful tribute to the innocent lives lost and the enduring spirit of the Uvalde community. Today, flowers and notes still decorate the Robb Elementary sign, symbols of love and remembrance. As Uvalde moves forward, the memory of these young students and dedicated teachers inspires ongoing calls for change and compassion nationwide. Their legacy will live on in the hearts of loved ones, a reminder to cherish and protect the children in all our communities. News 5. Wendy Williams, beloved former talk show host and media personality, has been back in the headlines this week following the completion of a comprehensive medical evaluation. At 61, Wendy remains a cherished name for so many who invited her into their living rooms during her decades-long career. Recently, medical specialists reconfirmed her diagnosis of frontotemporal dementia and aphasia, 2 challenging but important conditions that affect memory, speech, and decision-making. While Wendy bravely continues her personal journey with these health challenges, the court has decided her guardianship will continue for now, ensuring her safety and well-being. Despite the changes in her life and the ongoing legal battles around her care, Wendy's incredible spirit and humor continue to inspire countless fans. Let's remember the laughter, the warmth, and the impact Wendy Williams has had on daytime television and pop culture. Her unique voice and unwavering candor made millions feel seen and heard. While her medical journey brings new chapters, she will always be celebrated for her heart, strength, and the countless smiles she's brought to so many. News 6. If you've ever paused to help an animal in need, this story may touch your heart. Over in Hernando County, Florida, a 27-year-old woman from Spring Hill made a selfless choice on a quiet Sunday night. Traveling with her husband along rural Hexham Road, she noticed an injured opossum and got out to check on the little marsupial. In a moment of kindness, tragedy struck. She was hit by another car and passed away soon after at the hospital. Her caring spirit reminds us of the compassion and empathy that connect us all, even in the smallest acts. While her loss is deeply felt, she'll be remembered for her generous heart and the good she tried to do. In honoring her memory, let's take a moment today to cherish those who act with kindness and to keep safety in mind while helping others. News 7. In Italy, a heartbreaking story is touching hearts worldwide after a rare foodborne illness, botulism, claimed a second life in the scenic town of Diamante. The latest victim, 45-year-old Tamara Diaconto, is being gently remembered after she fell ill last week, just days after enjoying a sausage and greens sandwich from a local food truck. Her passing follows that of 52-year-old Luigi Di Sarno, who also ate one of the now notorious sandwiches. Both Tamara and Luigi are fondly recalled by friends and family for their warmth and community spirit. Health officials have acted quickly, closing the food truck and tracing the outbreak to a batch of improperly preserved broccoli. Emergency measures are now in place, with life-saving treatment rushed by air to hospitals across the region, offering care and hope for those still recovering. As we remember Tamara and Luigi, their stories inspire greater care and food safety, and remind us of the preciousness of every shared meal and friendship. Their kindness and legacy will live on in the hearts of those who knew and loved them. News 8. Remember that funny, quick-witted little sister Dee from the classic sitcom, What's Happening? Danielle Spencer, who charmed America as Dee Thomas in the late 1970s, is fondly remembered today. Danielle passed away at 60 after bravely facing cancer, surrounded by loved ones. Fans may know her from TV, but her story goes far beyond childhood stardom. Danielle grew up to be a caring veterinarian and a beloved auntie, daughter, and loyal friend. Her brother, jazz trumpeter Jeremy Pelt, cherishes how she remained positive, even during her toughest days. Spencer's resilience inspired her friends and family, including her castmates, who recall her courage with warm admiration. Danielle Spencer's humor, kindness, and strength shine on in memories and reruns, reminding us that every generation finds a reason to smile because of her. Number 1. She never saw herself as an influencer, but as a friend to everyone. This was how Liz Lin Ruoyu's husband remembered her. And for the thousands she inspired during her life, it couldn't be more true. At just 36, Liz passed away in early August 2025. Her departure has left a sorrowful silence in spaces she once lit up with color, warmth, and kindness. She died peacefully, surrounded by the love she gave so freely. Liz began her journey in 2012 not with grand plans to become a star, but with the desire to share. Her beauty tips, makeup tutorials, and lifestyle posts reached more than 200,000 followers across social media. But more than the numbers, it was her connection with people that stood out. She replied to comments like she was talking to old friends. She laughed with her fans, comforted them during dark times, and never seemed too far away. Her creativity was constant, from bold eyeshadow looks to her music debut, Mist, in 2022. Liz always pushed boundaries, always offered something personal. Friends like longtime blogger Nancy Tsai recall her as loyal, joyful, and full of adventure. Travel companion, confidant, creative force. Liz wore many titles with grace. Even offline, her presence was just as tender and vibrant. She adored animals, had a playful sense of humor, and seemed to find beauty in even the smallest moments. Her fans didn't just follow her for tips. They stayed because she made them feel seen and understood. The beauty world loses not just a creator, but a radiant soul. Someone who never chased fame, but built a community of trust and sincerity. Her Instagram and other channels will remain open, a digital garden of memories. She always had a unique and fascinating taste, her husband wrote. Her creativity added beauty and inspiration to the world. Liz is survived by her husband, who continues to honor her light and legacy. Memorial details are private, as loved ones grieve and remember in their own time. For all she gave, and for all she inspired, Liz Lin Ruoyu will never be forgotten. Tributes to Liz Lin Ruoyu. She suffered for a very long time but did it with a great deal of courage. Those were the words of Haywood Nelson,